Hey, what's up guys? Gangster Jeweler here. So today we're working on a piece of shit. No, it's not really a piece of shit, but in a way it is. These hollow um, these hollow figuras like this break very easily. Well, I say figure, it's not really figure, it's kind of like a Cuban like, but I say Figaro. But these things break real easy. Now if this was solid it'd be different, but these are hollow. And then what happens is somebody will wear a charm. I really don't recommend wearing a charm on any kind of a hollow chain, but that's what will happen is they'll wear a charm on it and cause it to screw up and break. And you can tell this has been pulled on because when you hold the chain, you can see that the links are twisting on each other. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but see how the links are twisted, holding it out. But anyways, that's what we're going to be working on today. Now apparently the link where it broke came out and fell off because neither one of these links here are open. So we're going to have to cut us a link open here. Right. And I don't know if you guys can see this. Somebody welded this before right there. And they didn't even try to clean it up, much less. Look at that. Didn't even clean it up or polish it, really. We'll try to see if we can take care of that too. But we got plenty of room on this link, so what we're going to do is we need to find our cutters here. Come on. There you go. You can do it. There we go. Now we're going to cut the link on... Are you fucking kidding me? Did you see that? Look, it just fell apart in my hand. Well guys, you guys know from another video that I've done, when you got jewelry that's just falling apart in your hand like that, what does that mean? That means this has been exposed to bleach or chlorine. That link literally just fell apart. So we're going to have to be extra careful with this thing because it's brittle from being in bleach and chlorine. That link is done. Yep, so now we know it's been exposed to bleach or chlorine. If you're touching jewelry and it's just crumbling in your hands, that's bleach or chlorine damage. So that link is no good anymore. Here's what's left of it. Look at this. Look at that. I can't even tell you how many times I come across this kind of stuff. I can't stress to people enough. Bleach and chlorine damages your jewelry permanently. That's permanent damage. That damage cannot be reversed in any way, shape, or form. I cannot believe that shit. No, I can't believe it. But we're going to have to be extra careful with this because we now know that these have been, or this necklace has been in bleach or chlorine at some point. But we're just going to be very careful in cutting this link right here. get some, them little clippers ain't doing it, so we need to go ahead and cut through that way. There we go. Man, these links are super brittle. And that makes things even worse when you're working on a brittle, hollow chain. That makes things that much more difficult. Are you fucking kidding me? This link is no good either. This link is bad too. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see that. See, it's all busted up. Shit, we can't use that link either, man. Damn. Well, that takes care of that. That takes care of that link too. Look at that. Son of a bitch. We're not going to be able to use that link either, guys. I'm sorry. But you can't use these busted up links, because you do, they ain't going to hold very long. Damn. People, keep your jewelry out of bleach and chlorine, please. Save your jewelry and makes my life easier as well. Well, we're now down to where this link was originally welded. Let's look at this other link, make sure it's not all busted up. It looks like it's intact. Man, I can't believe that. No, I can't believe it. But, you know, it's nothing we can do about it. That damage is permanent, you know. So let's go ahead and we should have two good links now here. Well, semi-good links. We know they're brittle. We know that they're brittle. Alright, let's go ahead and grab our locking tweezers. So we had two bad links that we just could not use. Now I know you say, well, why'd you take those links out? Can't you weld the other side? Not really, because if they're falling apart like that, even if you weld them, so say like if I welded it where it was broken on the end and the other end, that's not going to matter. Those links are super brittle, so then it's just gonna come apart at another spot. So unless you're just planning on welding the whole link, then it's going to look funny. Alright, let's find our locking pliers here, if we can. Ah, you bitch. We dropped the necklace. Didn't have it locked in there too well. Let's find where we got it linked together here. There it is. All right, let's get a different type of lock and tweezers. Those ain't gonna work. These should work. No, not those. Those are not the ones I'm looking for. That's the ones I'm looking for. Yeah, I hate when we get something that's been exposed to bleach or chlorine, because it's, man, you're almost scared to touch it, man, because you never know where it's going to fall apart at, like when you do that. But it is what it is, you know what I mean? Nothing we did. We're here to fix it, but them two links we just could not use. Now I know that shortens it a little bit, but this is a pretty long necklace, and that's just kind of a sacrifice we're gonna have to make. It's gonna be a little bit smaller, not by much, very little. But those two links, if we were to try to fix them, they were so brittle that it wouldn't even have held. I mean, it'd been back. We'd been back fixing it probably within the next week, if not sooner. So there's just, sometimes you just have to do that to be able to fix it. But here's the problem: since this has been exposed to bleach or chlorine and it is that brittle, they're going to continue to have nothing but problems with this necklace. So this probably is not going to be the last time that we see it. And it kind of sucks sometimes, because some people will understand, but then other people won't, you know. So then what'll happen is it'll break like on them in a week, and then they think it's where you fixed it and it was your fault. And it's like, no, it's not where I fixed it. It's not my fault. It's just this has been exposed to bleach or chlorine, and it's going to continue to break. So this will break again. It's just a matter of when. Now, it probably won't break where we fixed it, but once it's been exposed to bleach or chlorine, it makes it very brittle. The way I describe it is, if you ever seen an old, have you ever had like an old twig off of a tree that's been there for a while, and you go to pick it up and it just crumbles in your hands? That's exactly what bleach and chlorine does to gold. You'll literally just touch it and it'll just fall apart. So that's just something to keep in mind. Alright, we got our flux on there. Let's put some boric acid denatured alcohol on here as well. We're just going to kind of twofer it. And we need to switch to a 4 tip here. That is a 4. All right. Okay. I think we are ready to try to weld this bad boy. Let's see if we can lower this down the tad just a little bit. And let's go ahead and grab our solder. And once you know it's falling apart in your hands, you have to be extra careful because you now know that the whole chain is brittle. And we dropped our solder. We did. That's nothing new for us. Right, guys? Let's go ahead and grab our solder again. Dokely. And we are using hard solder on a hollow piece. I use hard solder on everything. Once you get good enough, I recommend, if you're starting out, you can use easy and medium, but I recommend getting to where you can use hard on everything. There we go, maybe. Let's take a look and see what we got here. Oh yeah, she's together now. All right. Man, this thing is so brittle. But there's our weld right there. Pretty sure you guys can see that. Right there. Alright, let's dip this in the water for a second. And that's exactly where it was welded before at some point. So we're going to have to, we don't have to clean up the two areas. Luckily on that. But let's go ahead and zoom back out here. And we need to clean this up a little bit, make it look a little more uniform here. Let's go ahead and turn our torch off. And we're just going to be using our silicone wheel. Just try to get this cleaned up a little bit. Okay, let's come over to this side. Boy, I just do not feel good about these links at all, man. Just touching them, they feel like they're brittle. Now, if you're just starting out, I highly recommend, if you get a hold of a brittle piece and it's just falling apart in your hands, might be best just to not. There's no shame in saying, hey, you know what, I really don't want to mess with this one. It's very brittle. I did that in the early stages as well, so I got better. Because you have to handle, when you know it's brittle, you got to handle it with extra care. Extra care. Alright, I don't think we're going to grind on that anymore. We are going to leave that be. But you can see there's a couple links in here. A couple other links in here that just are not very good. Alright guys, we got that. Sorry, I'm just looking through because I know at some point this probably will be back because it's so brittle. Just so brittle. Damn. See, like right here. See that link there? Let's see if I can zoom you guys in here. This link right there. See where it's all busted up right there? Whew, man, this necklace is in trouble. That's all we can say. I hate to say it, it's just a matter of time before this breaks again. It's wore out. It might wear a charm on it. If they are, that's probably why it's eating away at the links on the hollow links like that. But hey, all we can do is fix it, and the rest is up to the customer how they treat it. But let's go drop this in ultrasound and then we'll come back and polish it. We got that link smoothed out right here. Yeah, so we got that link smoothed out right there. So let's go polish it, or we'll drop an ultrasound, then we'll come back and polish it. I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back with that chain. We're going to go ahead and start with polishing where we welded the link and those surrounding links there, and then we'll do the whole chain. But we are going to start with the link that we did first, and we want to be extra careful because remember, this is brittle. So we've got to be special, take special care of it. Sorry, checking my watch, my phone keeps blowing up. All these people trying to get their last minute Christmas miracles done. You son of a bitch. Look at that shit, y'all. There's another link. Damn, this thing is toast. Look at that shit. There goes another link. This necklace is fucked. This necklace is 100% fucked. And that's just bad. Alright, we're gonna do some more welding, guys. And unfortunately, I don't even know if we're gonna be able to buff this chain or not. We'll get it back together, but like I said, this chain will continue to have problems. This will not be the last time we see this thing. And unfortunately, they might want to think about getting a new chain because this chain is done. It's been exposed to too many chemicals such as bleach or chlorine. We're going to go ahead and flux it. And I'm going to try not to take that link out because, you know, we don't want to make the necklace any shorter than we have to. And unfortunately, I'm hoping we can save this link because otherwise that's another link that's going to have to come out. That's why I say, people, don't buy hollow chains. I know the solid ones cost a hell of a lot more, but you're gonna have less problems down the road. And don't put your jewelry in bleach or chlorine. Just don't do it. And that was the link next to the one that we soldered, if you can believe that. And I'm probably gonna have a talk with her about it. Unfortunately, tell her, say, hey man, you had this in bleach or chlorine and your necklace is, you're gonna continue to have nothing but problems with this. Alright, we got that link welded together. So let's zoom back out here. Alright, so we got that one linked. Now, because of where that one was broke at, we're going to have to try to smooth that inside out so we can get it to lay a little flat again. So let's smooth that out real quick. This is what you call one of them pieces is a nightmare from hell. Now, if this wasn't brittle like it is, we would have done welded that link, polished, and been done. However, this chain is exactly what I said it was in the beginning. It's a piece of shit. Then it's hard to explain to the people because I guarantee you this will be broke probably, if not within a week, maybe it'll last a month. I don't know, it just depends on how good they take care of it. But this will be the same person's like, oh, it broke in the same spot. Oh, it broke. It's like, no, that is not the case, ma'am. You be bathing your freaking necklace in bleach or chlorine or swimming in it or something. You be doing something crazy with it. Man, I'm so scared to tap on this thing, but I gotta tap this link. God, this necklace is such a piece of shit. My God. Oh no, please don't tell me. Oh my gosh. This link right here is fixing to go. Look at this one. Look at that link. What the hell? Damn. We're gonna have to fix that link too, guys. Yep, see, it just come apart. What a piece of shit. Now, if you're just starting out, this is where I would say you might want to just go ahead and quit, because you could get yourself in a lot of trouble. Get way in over your head. But trust me, this is not the first piece I've dealt with. It's been exposed to chlorine or had chlorine or bleach damage. We're gonna have to go ahead and weld that link as well, and then we aren't touching it after that. This thing is messed up. This thing is fucked up. Alright, let's... Alright, let's go ahead and clean them two links where we had to weld it. Alright, so that's 3 links that we've now had to fix. Well, I'm glad we're getting all this on video so you guys can see what a true necklace that has been exposed to bleach or chlorine. What a piece of shit they are. And if I was them, I'd highly recommend think about getting rid of this thing, because it's done for. This bitch is done. It's been in bleach or chlorine. It is finished. Alright, let's go drop this in the ultrasound again and try to polish it again if we can. I mean, there's just no way around it. We're gonna have to, we gotta polish it. And against my better judgment, I'm gonna polish the whole chain too, just because I'm a glutton for punishment. But at any rate, let's go strap it in an ultrasound and we'll go try to polish this thing again. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we got it clean. We don't have it polished yet. Now, because I'm a glutton for punishment and I'm a perfectionist, I am going to go attempt to polish this again, because I like my jewelry to look good when I'm done. But it looks good the way it is. So I would highly recommend, if you got a brittle piece like this, don't put it to the buffer. Just go ahead and get it fixed, and you're just gonna have to leave it the way it is. It's not gonna look the shiniest, but you shouldn't put it to a buffer. But I'm a glutton for punishment, and I'm gonna see if I can take even more extra care this go around, and maybe get it polished, but we're gonna try. But I'm glad we got this piece, because you can see what a true piece that's been exposed to bleach or chlorine looks like, and how it just falls apart. I mean, just literally breaks in your hand. Like I said, I might regret this later, but we're gonna attempt to polish it here. I'm not even worried about trying to get the... Normally I would get the crevices of the links, but I'm not even going to try to do that. We're just going to try to get the top of the links taken care of. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Oh my god. Guys, this necklace is officially a piece of shit. Son of a bitch. This necklace is a genuine piece of shit. I mean, it is barely making it to the buffer and falling apart. I mean, this thing is just fucking insane. I just cannot believe this shit. Man, these links are just so fucked. That's another piece out, guys. And you know, that has nothing to do with us, you know. That just has to do with these shitty ass links. But you see, this is what bleach and chlorine does to your jewelry. And this is why you need to stay out of it. Don't swim in your jewelry. Don't swim in your jewelry, and don't put it in bleach. Like if you're going to be doing dishes with bleach or something, take your jewelry off. And I don't know anybody that's swimming in bleach, but if you're swimming in bleach, take your jewelry off then too. I just cannot believe this piece of shit. I mean, this thing is ridiculous. This is one of the worst ones I've seen in a while, as far as bleach exposure or chlorine exposure. Absolutely one of the worst. Alright, let's try to see if we can get this linked back in there. And we're going to have to weld another link. Alright, let's get some flux here. Well, you can see what should have been a simple repair has turned into a piece of shit. That's okay, we're gonna get it, but I'm gonna have to let her know that, you know, hey, this thing's gonna break again. I mean, even the slightest tug on it. I mean, if she even gets it hung up on anything, it's coming apart. Okay. Well, we just dropped our solder somewhere. Well, that's okay. We'll just cut us another piece. Let me know in the comments, guys, have you ever gotten a hold of a piece of shit like this? If you've been in the game long enough, you're going to run across them. And the bad thing is when they've been exposed, trust me, I've been down this road. When they've been exposed to bleach or chlorine like that, and they just keep breaking, they keep saying, oh, it's your fault, or it keeps breaking in the same spots. Like, no, bitch, it's been in bleach or chlorine, and you need to learn to take your jewelry off if you're going to go swimming. I don't know, maybe that holds. I have no idea. Let's see. All right, let's clean that link up here. Man, this chain is just fucked. Alright, yeah, so you can see the links are all twisted and just all screwed up. Let's file this down a little more. But now you know what bleach and chlorine does to your jewelry. And that's why in a few videos back I had said I had a guy that went swimming in a swimming pool and his necklace just started falling off of his neck, and he brought it to me in 10 different pieces. I told him, I said, dude, I can fix it, but it's gonna break again. It will break again, just a matter of time. Alright, let's go drop this into ultrasound again. And then we're gonna, because I'm an idiot and I like to polish stuff, we're gonna try to polish it again. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back with that chain again. We're gonna attempt this again. I know this is not smart on my part, but we're gonna try it. I don't know if I want to do this, but we're gonna Shit, we're gonna try it. I do not recommend doing this if you're working with a brittle chain like this. This could end badly. Very well could end badly. Son of a bitch. Can't do it. We just cannot do it, guys. These links are fucking done. God, these links are fucked. Shit. Alright guys, here's what we're gonna do. Do not polish a chain that is brittle like this. Just don't do it. Just do not fucking do it. Man, this thing is so fucked. Sorry guys, I'm trying to keep y'all in focus here. Fuck, that link's done too, man. This fucking chain is done for. Damn, guys. Alright, let's get this link through. This is what you call a nightmare piece of shit. And most people would not show something like this because it makes them look bad. But this has nothing to do with skill or work. This has to do with a chain that's been exposed to bleach or chlorine and is a piece of shit. And hollow to boot. Alright, let's get our lock-in tweezers here. Let's go ahead and get this thing welded together. Again, is this like the 4th weld we've had to do on this thing? And then we're going to try to polish it with a regular wheel over here at the desk if we can. And if we can't, we're just going to have to leave it the way it is. But I'm kind of glad we actually got a piece like this. This way you get to see what bleach and chlorine does, because this is a true piece that has been exposed to bleach or chlorine. I mean, massively. It's been a while since I've seen a piece this bad. Most of the time, you know, they'll be a little bit brittle. They can handle the buffer. This thing can't even handle the buffer. Just cannot. And when you get a piece like this, you're probably going to get a lot of swear words coming out of your mouth. But you got to take the good with the bad. You just have to take the good with the bad. Dropped our solder. It's okay, we'll pick her back up. Put a little bit more solder on there. Just a tiny little bit. Oh, dropped our solder somewhere. Let's see if we can find it. Looks like that will be a negative. We won't be finding it. And adjust our flame a little bit here. All right, let's see. I think that's gonna work. I think. Might not. Yeah, it should work once we get it filed down. Hit the wrong button again. All right, let's file this down. Yeah, we got to file that down quite a bit. Just go ahead and hook that together. Let's work on this other side a little bit. Alright, we need to file this down a little bit more on this side. I just cannot believe this chain, man. This is definitely one of the worst ones I've seen in a while. It will not take long for them to break this sucker. Will not take them long at all. But if you come across one like this and you're just starting out, I highly recommend you just don't even try to do it, because you could get yourself way in over your head. Alright guys, we're going to go drop this in the ultrason, and then I'm going to come back and try to polish it here at the bench. I don't even know if that's going to work, but we're going to try. And we've unfortunately lost a couple links out of here, but there's saying nothing we can do about it. 2 of them were already bad to start with. And the other one was, I showed y'all that one that was already fixing to go, and it looked like it was hanging on for dear life. This chain is just fucked. But we got it back together. Let's go ahead and drop her in the ultrason, and we'll come back and see if we can bench polish this thing. We're only going to polish right where we welded. We can't even polish the rest of the chain. It's just too brittle. You just can't do it. Alright, we'll be back. Just a second. Oh, before we go, I would love to polish this chain, just because I like my Joy to look super nice when it's finished. And sometimes you just have to kind of take an L with something like this. It's so brittle, you just can't put it to the buffer. You just can't do nothing to it, and you just have to leave it the way it is. And this is one I'm not super proud of, but you know, we can only do what we can do. It's not my fault. It's just the bleach chlorine, and it's just too brittle. The links are all twisted up. You can see how they're all, I mean, the chain is just twisted. It's all fucked. So let's go drop it in the ultrason, and then we'll come back, see if we can bench polish where we welded. We'll be right back. Alright guys, let's see if we can. Let's just see if we can get this polished at the bench. I'm hoping that we can. At least where we welded it at. The rest of the chain, we're just going to have to leave it be the way it is. There's just unfortunately nothing else we can do with the rest of the chain, unfortunately. As much as I hate that. Hold on just a second guys, I gotta adjust you a little bit. Adjust you a little bit more there. Yeah, I hate that we're not going to be able to polish this whole chain, but there's just nothing we can do about that, you know. Just isn't anything we can do about it. Hold on, guys. I gotta adjust the camera again a little bit here. There we go. That might work out a little better. You got to be fucking kidding me. Where'd it come apart at now? Damn, right at the end of that fucking chain. Nope. Alright guys, this is probably going to be a first, and this is just how it's going to have to be, but this chain is no longer good, and we're just not even going to try to weld it anymore because this link is too brittle. There's just no way. This fucking chain is done. Can't even polish it at the freaking desk. No. Gonna have to give it back to her. I can't in good conscience just charge her for fixing this chain knowing it's gonna break like in the next day or two. This chain is just done. This is one we're gonna have to take an L on, guys. It sucks. It really does suck. Man, that sucks so bad. Ah, that sucks. Alright guys, well, I'm going to end the video here. We're just going to return this one back to them. Unfortunately, there's not really a whole lot we're going to be able to do for it. It just keeps falling apart. It's not my fault. It's just it's been exposed to bleach or chlorine. There ain't much we can do about it. But this is the Gangster Driller, guys. If you would like and subscribe, that'd be fantastic. If you'd like to leave a tip or donation, a link for that will be down in the description for my heartache here. And if you'd like to get jewelry in Jacksonville, I highly recommend Money Miser on Blanding Boulevard. If not, I do recommend Stellar Jewelry online. If you're not in the Jacksonville area, I'll have the link for that down in the description. And if you ever wondered what a piece that was exposed to bleach or chlorine and is a piece of shit is, here it is. This is it. But this is the Gangster Driller, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.